Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from Jacksonville. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Watson now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Olave motioning to the left.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it? And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, right back to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
26.
Now Rodgers.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Now he can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Throwing is Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This from 44 yards out, left hash.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Watson. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Watson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will take this one home. That's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Watson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
26.
Now Rodgers going to shift them around.
Over.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Easy. All right. Look at that.
Straight ahead, ETN. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Second and 10. ETN up the middle.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
6:30.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers now to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again is Watson. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw is Watson.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Olave motioning to the left.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
At 31.
Here's Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Keon White got in there for the sack. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. For the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
This just a 24-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, it's Rodgers.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's got...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Slide for the PAT.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 20. The touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Watson's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
24 down, he's coming.
On first down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Alert, alert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there, as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
24 down, he's coming. I 31.
After the interception, here's Watson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Watson. Got a man, it's Johnson in end zone. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Jaguars 17. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Hey, take 26.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Another tote for Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Get 300. Get 300.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. Look what you got.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Alert! At 24. Ah!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
24.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Push it up. By 31.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he is caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
59.
Watson looks to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Alert, alert. At 25. At 24.
From the gun, here's Watson.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
At 29.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Deshaun Watson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Nolan Smith in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Hill on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 43-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
26.
They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
24. Hey, 59.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Watson's throw caught by Olave.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, 31.
At the 14-yard line.
Hey, 24.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Jet sweep, here's Olave. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get him a 1st.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris Olave.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Set. 59. Hey, 59. Out.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, Watson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Set. 55.
Throwing now, Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but
They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This 2nd and 4. ETN once more.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 3rd down and 1. They'll run with ETN. And some room to maneuver. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. A handoff running left is ETN. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Dolphins, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road